Yo, people. So, I have got another one, and it's definitely a mad one for me and for a lot of people, I imagine. But for me, this is like craziness because it's so close to home. So, let's get straight into it. I believe that Fatboy Slim, also known as his name Norman Cook, is also Bruce Willis, the Hollywood megastar. Now there's Bruce. Now, how I came across this is obviously this weekend, Fatboy Slim has been celebrating 20 years of the Big Beach Boutique 2. Now, this is mad because this was the year I moved to Brighton. So this is wild, mad synchronicities for me. Because within 2 months of moving to Brighton, this happened. Now, the year before it happened, I didn't go to it, and they had like 40,000 people. They were saying that they were expecting 60,000 people. They were talking about it on Radio 1 when we was building up to it that week, and the weather was really hot that week, like it has been this week. And we're all going, man, they're going to have 100,000 people here. They're talking about it on the radio. People are just going to come here. The weather's going to be amazing. What happened? So they had 40,000 the year before. They expected 60,000. We were all saying they're going to get 100,000. 250,000 people invaded Brighton. There was 10-mile tailbacks up the motorway getting into Brighton. It was declared a national disaster. Someone actually died falling off the wall. I think someone died from a drug overdose. It was absolute carnage. It was chaos. I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. The only thing that I can compare it to is Notting Hill Carnival, but that is organised and they know that many people's coming. They did not expect that many people coming to this, and it was just carnage. The ambulances couldn't get through the crowds. There was people on the roads. It was chaos. You couldn't move. We was right down the front. We got down there at 4 o'clock. We got up, suddenly I couldn't see anything. There was a masses of people. I couldn't believe how many people descended onto the beach. I went to go for a piss. I couldn't get back in the crowd. There was rivers of piss everywhere. Everyone was pissing in the sea. It was absolute chaos. And I'm not even a fan of his music particularly. But it was a great night. But to be honest, and people will tell you all in this sort of rose-tinted vision, like it was amazing, and I'm sure for a lot of people it was, but it was a nightmare. You couldn't move. They ran out of the shops, ran out of beer. You couldn't drink anymore. You couldn't get, like I said, couldn't get back on the beach. It was just chaos. There was so many people in one area. It was just absolutely hard work, but I am so glad I was part of it and I witnessed something like that, because it will never happen again. Now, at the time, I remember jokingly saying, oh yeah, Fatboy Slim put this on because I moved to Brighton. Now, knowing what I know now and understanding my journey of awakening, it's like I really was on point with that. Now, I'm not sitting here saying Fatboy Slim said, Leon's moved to Brighton, let's put this on. But the consciousness, the awareness of the consciousness of me moving to Brighton, because when I moved to Brighton, I had an epiphany and I realised, oh, I was supposed to move here. And I had my awakening in Brighton. Now, if you've been in Brighton long enough, you've seen Fatboy Slim, Zoe Ball, his ex. Like, we all know where they live, their house. Like, you just know they're just part of the Brighton furniture, if you like. I don't know Fatboy Slim, Norman Cook, but I've been at gigs and he's been there. But I do know someone who knows him well, and did some work with him, but he's just a small-time guy. But I'll definitely, when I haven't seen him for years, but when I do see him, I'll definitely be asking him some questions. But I can't believe that he knows about this, because he's just a small-time guy with a normal job that done some music with him back in the day. So there's Fatboy Slim there throwing up the 666. So we know he's part of it, and of course he's part of it because he's mega famous and they're all part of it. So how I came across this is I was watching videos of the Big Beach Boutique 2 earlier today, reminiscing a bit, and I saw a comment of this guy saying, "Great DJ set by Bruce Willis." I laughed. I thought, oh yeah, classic. And then I thought, obviously knowing what I know, I thought, hold on a minute. So I started Googling. And as I know that they wear masks, as soon as I saw this photo, I thought, oh, fuck's sake, he's right. This is Fatboy Slim is Bruce Willis. I was like, no way. And if you look at this photo with him with hair there, and Norman Cook with hair, and obviously Norman Cook's got a slimmer face, but their ears are exactly the same. But if you put these two together here, you can start to see how they're the same person. Bearing in mind, these people wear masks, and Bruce Willis is all obviously wearing a mask to fatten his face. And both of them, I suggest, are wearing masks to look older because they stay young. So there's not many links. There really isn't many links on this, but there's this same guy, Fatboy Slim and Bruce Willis. And as far as I'm concerned, that's enough for me, knowing how they work. And of course, Fatboy Slim done a song called Illuminati, you know, and at the time you just think, oh, he's just talking about it in a sort of like off-the-cuff manner. Yeah, well, we now know he is blatantly Illuminati. Now, as I said, there's really not many links that I could find on this, but they're both 6 foot, so that's nice as starters. But let's look at his family. So this is a photo from yesterday of his 2 kids, and this is him at his Brighton house. And if you notice that Woody, his son, there is doing a Masonic hand gesture, so that's blatant as you like. So this is Bruce Willis's son, so I suggest that these are the same person. Notice the height difference on both of them. And then we've got his daughter, and this is Bruce Willis's daughter, so I suggest they're the same people. They make them look younger, they change their looks. It's a classic thing they do. Now here's Norman with his son, and his son's wearing a Borussia Dortmund football shirt, a German football team, and Bruce Willis was born in Germany, so there's a nice little link there. But this is what confirmed it for me. So this is Bruce Willis's latest girlfriend, and this is Fatboy Slim's latest girlfriend. I mean, you know, that's the same person. It's blatant as you like. 100% the same person. Now, just by default, and because I know how they work, that means that Zoe Ball is also Demi Moore, which is just crazy. So yeah, this is definitely a mind-blowing one for me because it's so close to home, literally. And I've seen this guy in real time. To think that this guy is also Bruce Willis from Die Hard is just mental. It's fucking mental. But you know, I saw it, and I'm so used to this now that I know this is going on that I can quickly accept it, because nobody who's famous on these two people's level is not part of it. They are all on a big level famous, and most of the small people famous are all part of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace!